Okay, hello guys, this is MarketFX, and today I'll be giving my weekly review and also my projection for the coming week. So do well to subscribe, smash that notification icon, right, as I give only USDJPY and GBPJPY weekly analysis on this channel. So let's jump right into the video. So let me give my review of last week. What we basically said was we want to see a breakout, right, and a retest. The market did give us a breakout, but it was a fake breakout because of, just like I said, I want to see a daily candle close above that zone, right? That will help to change the bias of what the traders are seeing. This is a group of traders. There are a lot of traders are here who want to see the outcome, right? So basically the market did not give us that. It sharply gave us a breakout and also sharply turned back, right? Give us a reversal, and this is a sell indication that the market wants to head down to the zone. This is basically what we saw, right? So basically even on the GJ, right, on the GJ we're expecting a breakout, but the GJ give us a breakout right above this zone right here, and we saw a candle close above that zone. That's why the bias for the GJ still remains a buy, right? Only we are expecting a little pullback. So basically this is what we are anticipating for the two pair. So let's go to the video proper. Let's clear the charts, do our top analysis, and go to the COT data to see what the institutional traders are doing, so we can align to what the institutional traders are doing, so we get the best points of entries, right? So let's clear the charts. Beautiful. So let's start from the weekly time frame. Let's map out our zones so we'll see or have our best points the market wants to react to. So basically this is what I'm seeing on the weekly. This zones right here, this is a very strong zone right here, right? And this is also a very strong zone. Beautiful. So let's drop down to the daily time frame. From the daily time frame, which zone are we seeing? Okay, I'm seeing this beautiful zone right here. This is a very nice zone which the market came to retest and give us our previous lower high, right? This is our previous lower high, telling us this downtrend is still on a play. So let's go down to the 4-hour. So before we do any analysis on the 4-hour, let's go to the COT data to see what the institutional traders are doing in this pair, right? So we get our best point of entries. So on the COT data, what are we seeing? Okay, beautiful. On the COT data, what are we seeing, right? We are seeing basically this. We have a lot of long position on the JPY, and we have little of short position on the JPY, telling us overall the JPY is strong. That's why we have a downtrend on the USDJPY. And recently they have been adding a lot of long position on the JPY, over 2,000 longs, and adding relatively shorts, a little short position over 1,000. And let's go to the dollar to see where we have or what the institutional traders are doing on the dollar. Let's clear this. Okay, very nice. So on the dollar, what is the dollar doing, right? On the dollar we can see that we have a lot of short position, right, compared to what we have on the long position, telling us the dollar is weak, right? And recently they've been adding a lot of short positions on the dollar, over 3,000 short and very little long position, telling us okay, recently these guys wants to go to the downside on the dollar, and the yen is getting strong, telling us we want to continue the prior downtrend on the USDJPY. So let's go to the pound to see what we have on the pound yen, right? Okay, so on the pound, this is what we are seeing, right? So on the pound yen, or on the pound, what we are seeing is okay, we have a lot of long position compared to what we have on the short position on the pound, and recently they have been closing a lot of long position on the pound, right, making the pound weak, right? And they have been adding short positions to the pound, telling us we are expecting a reversal, a bearishness on the GJ, the GBPJPY, right? So basically this is what the institutional data is reflecting. So let's go back to the chart to see how we can implement this and take opportunity or make the best use of this data. So let's clear. Okay, just like we saw on the COT data, we have a very strong downtrend on the USDJPY because of the JPY has been strong, very strong on the institutional perspective, and recently they have been adding some longs, right? And also most recently they've been adding back to their long position, like they have been adding a lot of longs, and the US dollar is weak, right? So we are expecting short positions to continue. So basically this is what the market or the institutional data is telling us, that the sellers are coming back on the USDJPY. So let's map out our zone to see where we have our best point of entry, right? So basically, what am I seeing? I'm seeing this, right? I'm seeing the market to give me this. So basically this is what I'm seeing on the USDJPY. It is back on that range, it's back in that range, and the market could come back to this zone right here. And mind you, we have a very strong trend line the market has been respecting for a very long time now, so the market could react to that trend line. So basically this is what could happen. This is what I'm anticipating, or this is what I'm saying the market to give us for this coming week. So I'm expecting the market to push a little to the upside, then this will be our TP1, right, and this will be our TP2. So basically this is what I'm saying the market could give us for this coming week. Or the market could just reverse, right? The market could also do that. You should be flexible with your expectation in the market, and you should be rigid with your rules in the market. Basically this is what I'm saying the market to give us for this coming week. So let's plot out our entries. So I'll be going in for a short position right here, targeting this low, this support zone, right? And let's make that a 1:3. Okay, this is a 1:3. This is basically what I am seeing the market to give us for this coming week. Okay, beautiful. Basically this is what I'm seeing for the USDJPY. And once we get that break right to the upside, I'll be going in for the long on the retest, right? That's where I'll be going in for my long position. So basically this is what I'm seeing from the chart. Let's make it a 1:3. Okay, beautiful. This is a 1:3. So basically this is what I am seeing on the USDJPY. So let's go to the GJ to see where we have our entries on the GJ. Okay, just as we've seen on the institutional perspective, we've been strong, right? We've been strong on the GJ. The GJ has been strong compared to the yen, but recently we've been seeing a lot of shorting, so we are expecting a pullback, right? This is what we are expecting from the institutional directive, right? This is what we are anticipating the market wants to do. So let me clear the chart. So I really don't see the need to clear this chart, so let me just clear these ones. Okay, beautiful. So let's go to the weekly. Let's do our top down analysis to see where we have our best points of entry. Forgive those lines, those are psychological levels, and the markets react to psychological levels. These are where institutional traders stack their position most of the time. So basically, where our point of interest, or where is the market reacting to? So we have this zone here, and this is from the psychological level. This is the 185 zone, right? 185 zone, and we also have this zone right here. And this zone, the market has reacted to the zone, and the market is currently at that zone. And the market closed very bullish, right, giving us a bullish indication that the market wants to continue on the weekly. So this is what I am seeing on the weekly time frame. So let's drop down to the daily time frame. So on the daily, what are we seeing? What I was seeing on the daily time frame, right? So I'm seeing this our resistance zone that has been broken, right? This is what I am seeing. So let's adjust this a little. Okay, beautiful. Okay, beautiful. So this is what I'm seeing, right? We have a break of that resistance zone. Now it's a support zone, so we are expecting the market to come back to this zone, right? Then we get a continuation of this prior uptrend. This is basically what I am seeing. So also we have this trend line right here, which the market has been respecting, right? The market has been respecting this trend line, right? So we are expecting the market to come back to this trend line and give us a continuation. So this is what I'm seeing. So on the 4 hour, what are we seeing on the 4 hour? Let's mark out what we are seeing on the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, I am seeing this liquidity points, right? This is a point of liquidity the market will want to come grab, right? This is a liquidity zone, and beneath that liquidity we have we need a liquidity, right? We have this fair value gap. Just like we all know, imbalances and fair value gap are what attracts price because of their pending orders there, right? These are also internal range liquidity. So we have two types of liquidity just above this demand zone right here. So we have this demand zone right here, which the market created on as it was giving us that push, right? This is a very nice demand zone, a rally based rally type of demand zone. We have this market rally to that zone, right? Then give us a base, then rallied up again. So that's rally based rally type of demand zone. So basically this is what I'm expecting the market to come sweep those liquidity, fill those imbalances, right? Then continue to the upside. This is basically what I am seeing on the market, right? So basically this is what I'm seeing. So basically this is what I'm seeing on the USD GBPJPY. I want to see a retracement back to this zone to clear out the liquidity, fill those imbalances, right? Fill those pending orders, then come to our demand zone before we get this continuation. Or we get a break of structure, a change of character on the retest, then this is where I want to be entering. So like I said, I don't give entry model. You can enter basically how you want to enter, right? There are a lot of strategy out there you can use to participate in this move. So if you want me to give my strategy on how I get into the market, go to the comment section and indicate that. So basically this is what I'm saying on the GJ, right, on the GBPJPY. So if you find the video helpful, do it, give it a thumbs up. As it helps the algorithm push the video to as more people that wants the video or that needs the video. And also do it to subscribe and smash the notification icon, so whenever I drop a nice content like this, you will be the first person to get the video. So when next we meet again, I wish you guys a happy trading and peace out.